Right guys, so we're going to do the cable chest fly here. Okay, so first things first, great exercise here for the chest. Okay, so you're going to be working the whole chest, and you're going to be working it without involving some of the other pushing muscles. So when you're doing normal bench press exercises, you're working the triceps a lot, whereas here you're going to be focusing more so on kind of isolating the chest more so. Okay, so one of the things you want to realize first when you're starting this exercise is that this cable setup is adjustable, so it can be moved out and it can be moved up and down, so you might want to adjust that based on your height. Okay, so if the cables are too far out, it might be awkward to start, so just adjust those positions to make sure they're appropriate for your starting point. Once you've done that, you want to basically make sure, as a kind of a sound rule of thumb, that the cables, or the handles are close to kind of your shoulder height or across the midline of your chest, somewhere around there when you're starting the exercise, so that they're not really high or they're not really low. Somewhere around there is kind of a sound starting point. From there, you're going to grab each handle and then you're going to take a step out in front, bringing the cables with you. And a good way to think about this exercise is kind of like you're giving a big hug. Okay, so staggered stance, hugging out in front, and then allowing the arms to come back to the point where you feel a bit of a stretch. You don't need to go all the way back to the point where the cables are pulling you backwards, rather just towards kind of the side of the body. The arms are in line with the side of the body, and then out in front. You don't need to focus here on just kind of touching the hands, rather you're thinking about bringing the arms across the body and squeezing these chest muscles. You should feel those muscles working hard as you do the exercise. Nice controlled movement here guys, back and forth, controlled out of the ends of the range of motion. As you get to here, feel the stretch, slow change, back in, squeeze those muscles, and as you let the cables up again, take a slight step back, allow the weights to go down, and then you're finished the exercise. Okay, one of the mistakes people make there is that they let the cables pull them back and they slam back, and obviously that's not the safest way of putting the weights down again. So again, a quick recap guys, great exercise for the chest, really good one for isolating the chest muscles a bit more, taking out some of the other muscles that are often involved. And one of the key tips there is to think of it as if you're doing a hugging movement and just control throughout the range of motion, especially at the changes of direction.